Harvard Professor Avi Loeb recently had a conversation with David Grusch over Zoom, something he mentioned in a recent interview. So we're going to take a look at that clip and the implications of what Avi Loeb said about David Grusch and what David Grusch said to Avi Loeb. So let's dive in, y'all. If you're new to the channel and you like content like this, please hit that subscribe button. I put out a new video every day, 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. I do not miss a day, y'all. And please hit that like button, batters. That really helps out the video. So thank y'all so much for the support there. And of course, comment down below. What do you think about David Grusch's comments to Avi Loeb about not wanting to be the Snowden of UAPs, right? Let's go. All right. Here's the clip, and then we'll discuss. This is on Unraveling the Universe with Ben. It's a great podcast. Please go check it out. Link in the description for the full interview here. Let's go.
The most interesting development from the last time we spoke was the testimony under oath by David Grusch to the U.S. Congress, arguing that there is a program for retrieval and reverse engineering of materials from crash sites that indicates extraterrestrial origin. And I spoke with David for an hour over Zoom and asked him for any specific evidence, but he said that he is unable to provide it to me because of the legal implications. And apparently he doesn't want to become the Snowden of UAP. To get into legal trouble by revealing everything he knows publicly. So at the same time, I attended an event on Capitol Hill just last month and met Sean Kirkpatrick as I left this event. It was a lecture that I gave publicly there and in Washington, D.C. And he was the head of the All Domain Anomaly Resolution Office that was established after the Director of National Intelligence delivered the 3 reports to the U.S. Congress by now. And I asked him whether he saw anything interesting that is extraterrestrial potentially, and he said no. And I asked him, "Are you sure that you had access to everything?" And he said yes. And so then the question is who to believe. And
who to believe, right? Well, more importantly, I want to talk about the Edward Snowden implications right here. I've got a couple more clips to play for y'all, so stick around. So Avi Loeb is saying he spoke with David Grusch, and David Grusch, right, says he would love to reveal the evidence, but he doesn't want to be the Edward Snowden of UAP, right? And Edward Snowden famously, if you don't know who he is by now, right, blew the whistle on the NSA, had to move to Russia, but he, uncovered a pretty big U.S. cover-up, right? NSA spying on us. But, is he a hero? Is he considered a hero, a villain? What kind of life does Edward Snowden have at this point? I mean, and he's married. He's got kids in Russia. He's living his life. He can't come to the States. Can't really leave Russia. But is there nobody in the UFO community who's willing to take that risk? I mean, that seems odd for, again, the greatest discovery of mankind. But someone will do it over the NSA spying on us, and many other things. So I don't know what, because that gets brought up a lot in this community. People reference Grusch and Snowden, why won't he do it, right? Just like Snowden. That's brought up a lot. So that's interesting that he also recognizes that, David Grusch, right? And he doesn't want to do that. Doesn't want to have to move to Russia or wherever. Some people are going to agree. Some people are going to disagree, right? Let's look at a clip from Lex Friedman about Andrew Bustamante, who is an ex-CIA agent, talking about Edward Snowden. Is he a hero or a villain, right? Would that make Grusch a hero or a villain in people's eyes? Let's take a look. It's good for context.
Outside of the utility that you're arguing for of the NSA surveillance program, do you think Edward Snowden is a criminal or a hero?
in the eyes of the law, he's a criminal. He broke the law. He broke the confidence. He was under security obligation. And then when he ran away to all of the worst villains in the world from the U.S. perspective to basically seek protection. That's how you act in the face of accusation is in essence part of the case that you build for yourself. So running away to China, Russia, Cuba, there was a Latin Ecuador, I think. That just paints a very negative picture that does not suggest that you were doing anything that was ethical and upright and in favor of the American people if you're going to run to American enemies to support yourself. So for sure, in the eyes of the law, he's a criminal. In the eyes of a group of people who are largely ignorant to what they lost, to them, he's a hero. To me, he's just kind of a sad case. I personally look at Snowden as a sad, unfortunate case. His life is ruined. His family name is tarnished. He's forever going to be a desperate pawn. And that's all because of the decisions that he made and the order that he made them.
I'm not sure his name is tarnished. I think the case you're making is a difficult case to make. And so I think his name represents fighting one man. It's like Tiananmen Square standing before the tank. It's like one man fighting the government. And I think that there is some aspect to which, taking that case aside, that is the American spirit, which is hold the powerful accountable. So whenever there's somebody in power, one individual can change,
one man can make a difference.
Can make a difference, yeah.
Very Knight Rider of you.
Well, I mean, that's the American individualism. And so he represents that. And I think there's a huge skepticism against large federal institutions. And I think if you look at the long arc of history, that actually is a forcing function for the institutions to behave their best. So basically hold them accountable.
If what's nice about this is that we can agree to disagree, and history will be the one that decides. But once, like, there's a reason that Edward Snowden needs to do something new every 16 or 18 months to remain relevant, right? Because if he didn't, he would just be forgotten. Because he was not a maverick who changed history for the better. He was a man who broke a law, and now he's on the run. And to some people, he is a hero. To other people, he is a criminal. But to the vast majority, he's just a blip on a radar of their everyday life that really makes no difference to them at all.
We'll see you guys on tomorrow's video. Remember, every day's a gift, y'all. Peace!
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through eyes covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep.